So it looks like the 3D plague has moved past our world through the wardrobe and has now infected Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. The title is quite a mouthful. So we're back in Narnia on a boat called the Dawn Treader. Along with Lucy and Edmund, they're back. The other brother and sister, they're not, because as Aslan said in the last movie, they're too old to come back now. They pretty much got to deal with a much harsher and much more brutal world of reality. Apparently Narnia has the Neverland Ranch gauge to come back. You cannot be taller than that to come back. And Lucy and Edmund have brought their cousin Eustace, I think that's how you say his name, Eustace, who's pretty much a punk who hates everything and gripes about more. There's one in every family. But now adventure and Narnia and hey, alright. Now we all love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because we were attached to it. If you ever went to school, like any kind of school, you read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You had that nostalgia tethering you to it. And it actually was a pretty solid movie. The sequel, Prince Caspian, no one read that book. I mean, a few people did, but it wasn't like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. When you think Narnia, you do not think Prince Caspian. And so less people cared about the movie. So now enter The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And it actually wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. In this movie, Prince Caspian and his crew were sailing to the far reaches of the Narnian waters. And they stop on these islands, and every island is different than the last island. I thought it was a good way to add variety to the movie. And at one part in the movie, the evil's like all around, and they're like, don't let the evil enter your mind. Don't think of anything. It'll become that. And then someone thinks of something, and they're like, I couldn't help it. It just popped in there. I was like, if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man tromps onto Narnia, this is getting an awesome-tacular, like right away. And the addition to the punk cousin, as much as I thought it'd be forced and I wouldn't like it, it actually worked for the movie. Even though he seemed like a bit of an overactor who was like, no, we need to go now. I don't want to be here. Usually movies have a character like that so they can learn their lesson and become a better person by the end, but ultimately, it's all crap. You don't care. This movie actually surprisingly did it well. I cared about him becoming a better person. And I cared about his relationship he builds with Reepicheep. Yes, I know the mouse's name. Shut up. And the climax in this movie was really exciting. All the stuff that a fun, cool movie should have, of this kind of genre. And the ending of this movie was actually really touching. And I knew it would try to be, but I thought I was just gonna be like, snore, come on, let's move it on, man. That Donkey Kong Country's not gonna play itself. Let's go. But it was good, it did its job. It surprised me. I mean, if you don't have a heart, don't watch it. Not that I have a heart, I'm just saying. I don't, I'm hardcore. I'm just saying, it'd be like a guy with no taste buds eating a lot of candy. I mean, what's the point? So the movie starts out a little rough. I mean, you're not sure where it's going. You're not even sure you give a crap. But about halfway through, it really finds its niche and you end up liking it. I would say, if you're not the Tin Man, you would buy this movie even on Blu-ray. Or it's at least a good time, no alcohol required. I mean, it's good family entertainment that's a lot better than Prince Caspian was. Voyage of the Dawn Treader made me like Narnia again, I'll say that. The thing I hated about this movie, it's in 3D, and not the whole, like, you know, filmed in 3D, upper class 3D, no. So if you're gonna see it in 2D, because the 3D just hurt my eyes. But if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, then click right here to see more.